Community banking was never meant to blend in. It was meant to build trust, build culture, and build something that lasts. I'm Susan Guess, and this is Built to Matter, a podcast about brand, leadership, and building institutions and lives that leave a legacy. One of the greatest gifts a leader can give someone isn't a promotion, it's trust. Trust to take on something you've never done before. Trust to think differently. Trust to build something that didn't exist. When I look back over the last 3 decades at Paducah Bank, I realized that trust changed my career. And in many ways, it changed my life. Before I came to Paducah Bank, I developed a pattern. About every 3 years, almost like clockwork, I'd get an itch to do something different. Every position gave me incredible opportunities. I worked in nonprofit, I worked in education, I worked in corporate settings. Every role taught me something. Every role helped me grow. But when I came to Paducah Bank, something was different. For the first time, I wasn't looking toward the next opportunity. I was thinking about what I could build if I stayed. There was another reason it felt different. When I joined the bank, there wasn't really a marketing department. Our president at the time handled much of the marketing along with his assistant. So I wasn't stepping into an established role. I was stepping into an opportunity to create one. And that can be a little overwhelming. So when you're not picking up where someone left off, there isn't a roadmap. You're creating it. But at the same time, there's something incredibly freeing about that because you get to build something. Looking back now, I realize how rare that opportunity really was. Something I loved about Paducah Bank from the very beginning was the freedom to explore, the freedom to think big, the freedom to think about the customer instead of thinking like a banker, to bring ideas that didn't look like traditional banking. Not every idea worked, but every idea was heard. And there was always one expectation. If you're going to do something, we're going to do it well. Creativity mattered, but quality mattered just as much. When I started, there were no websites. There was no social media. Even email was still new. If we had an ad for the newspaper, we'd print it out, get in the car, and drive it over to the newspaper. Today, marketing looks completely different. Websites, search engine optimization, social media, video, photography, analytics, artificial intelligence. The tools have changed dramatically, but the mission really hasn't. We're still telling stories. We're still building trust. We're still helping people understand who we are. We simply have more ways to do it than ever before. When I think back over my career, one of the things I'm most grateful for isn't a campaign or an award. It's the people who invested in me. My first boss was at the Girl Scout Council, and she took me everywhere. She wanted me in the room. She found opportunities for me before I knew to look for them myself. She believed in me, and I'll always be grateful for that. Later, there were people like David Denton and John Williams Sr., both incredibly successful, both incredibly busy, yet somehow both made me feel like I mattered, like I was worth investing in. And I know they did that for many people. That's who they are. Great leaders create great opportunities because they understand it makes an entire community stronger. But it mattered deeply to me because when someone believes in you before you've fully proven yourself, it changes what you believe is possible. Of course, trust isn't something that is simply given. It's something you work every day to be worthy of. I've had to prove myself. Every opportunity challenged me to grow, to learn, to earn the next opportunity. And over time, something happened. The people who invested in me became the example for how I wanted to invest in others. Today, with our summer intern, our marketing team has grown to 5 people. That number isn't important because it's bigger. It's important because it represents something. Leadership believed enough in marketing to continue investing in it. But perhaps the biggest change over those 28 years hasn't been the size of the department. It's been me. When I first started my career, I measured my success by what I created. I remember when a magazine would come in the mail, even though I was only one member of that team that produced it, there was something incredibly satisfying about holding it in my hands. I remember thinking, we made this. And I think that's the natural tendency early in your career. You find satisfaction in what you produce, the campaign, the advertisement, the event, the finished product. But somewhere along the line, that changed. Today, the greatest satisfaction I have doesn't come from something I created. It comes from watching someone else create something extraordinary. Watching a team member have an idea and run with it. Watching them solve a problem I would have never solved that way. Watching them grow in confidence. Watching them build something they're proud of. And ultimately, watching them begin to build their own legacy. My role today isn't to create everything. It's to create an environment where talented people can do their very best work, to hire the right people, to encourage them, to challenge them, to let them experiment, to let them fly, and then support them. That's leadership. When I look back now, I realize I wasn't building a marketing department. I was helping build people, and they were building me. The greatest gift my leaders ever gave me wasn't a title. It was trust. Trust to build, trust to think differently, trust to grow into something I wasn't yet. And today, there's one thing that I hope I leave behind. It isn't just a department or a brand or even a body of work. I hope I leave people behind who know someone believed in them the way others once believed in me. Because I believe all of us want to leave a legacy. And while that legacy is bigger than where we work, our work becomes part of it. It's found in the people we encourage, the opportunities we create, the confidence we help build, and the examples we set, along with the lives that are different because we were there. Maybe that's the greatest measurement of leadership. Not what you built, but what continues to grow because you believed in someone else. This is Built to Matter.